Okay, so what we're doing now is we're filling out the DTS and processing packet step by step. So here we go. So first off, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Social Security, type in or write in your full social. Next, you're going to write in your first name, middle initial, and then your last name. For organization name, just put the organization that you're with. So Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, whichever. Make sure you put in your email. So whatever your military email is, put that down. If you do not know your military email, then put in your personal, but we prefer that you have your military email. The address right here is going to be left alone. Leave it how it is. But make sure you put in your title and your rank. Mainly just your title. So if you're a sergeant, put sergeant, PFC, PFC. For personal data, you're going to put your address from back in the States. If you do not have an address back in the States, just leave it how it is. Just leave it blank. But if you do have an address, put in your address. Next, on your paper, there should be one that says printed organization name. All you have to do is circle whichever one you belong to. So, for example, I put Charlie. Next, for government charge card, you're going to select no if you do not have a government travel card, and then you're going to select yes, circle yes. If you have a government travel card for the government charge data, you're going to click yes, and then you're going to skip the bottom part of that section. So if you do have a government travel card, a GTC card, you're going to input your entire checking routing number and your full checking account number. EFT stands for Electronic Fund Transfer. On the next page, what you're going to do is you're going to check mark each box. Once you check mark each box, the part that says APC name, leave it blank. And for APC number, phone number, you're going to leave that blank as well. You're only going to sign where it says applicant name signature. You're going to put your name, and then you're going to write today's date. And then for supervisor signature, you're going to have someone, supervisor, sign that for you. So I'm just using an example name. I'm using Clint Eastwood as my supervisor, as an example. Now for this part of the application, fill out as much as you can. You're going to put in your last name, first name, middle name. Make sure you fill out everything you can. If it has to do something with your GTC card, if you don't have one, then don't leave it blank. Make sure you write your name eligible so we're able to read it. Add your social security number. Your rank, your DROS, So you're going to leave all this blank if you don't have a GTC card, and you're going to move on to the email address. If you have an email address, go ahead and put that on there. You can use your military email, but we need your phone number just so we can contact you just in case we have any further questions or we need you to fill anything else out. Preferably if you have a Korean number. Leave the address how it is. The address will stay there. That's the same address everyone's going to use. And in the box number, you're going to leave it 716. That's the box number that all the GTC cards go to that I pick up. If you have a personal email address, you can add both if you like. So I put in both the work address, military email address, and then I also put in a personal email address. Next, you need to have your date of birth on there. And then you just put down your supervisor's name, email address, and then put today's date on there. Once again, make sure that it's eligible so we're able to read it. Now on to the banking information. Make sure you put your full name at the top, so you can put your first name and then your middle initial followed by your last name. The address that's on here, you're gonna, like all the other addresses, you're gonna leave them how they are. That's the same address everyone's gonna use. But make sure you fill in all the other portions in there, like for instance your social, make sure that's filled out, whether you're active, guard, civilian, whatever. Your date of birth needs to be on there, your rank, and if you have an address back at the States, put that, and put that as alternative mailing address, not physical mailing address, but put it as, select the alternative mailing address box. So next you're going to sign it. And then put today's date. Next, what you're going to do is just X out the A. And then your supervisor is going to sign this part and then date it as well. And now for the certificate. A lot of people have a hard time with the certificate, so I'm going to, once again, step by step on how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your computer. You're going to use Internet Explorer, which is this gold bar one. If you don't see it, you can just go to the magnifying glass, click on it, type in Internet, and it should pop up on the top. the internet with the gold bar through it. You're going to select it, click on that. Going to go up to the top. And the first one that pops up, you're going to www.defensetravel.dod.mil/@passport. That's the one you're going to go to. That should also be located on the back side of that paper with the cert on it. There's a step-by-step on there how to do that. And select OK. And if you haven't registered your card, you're going to need to do that. So you're going to click on, instead of CAC login, you're going to click on register and register your card. But if you have registered, you're just going to go CAC card login and find your name. Make sure you use DoD ID and not DoD email, but DoD ID CAC. Sometimes you have to do it more than once. Put in your PIN. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to go up to the top where the chalkboard is and click on training. You're going to go to view all and click on view all. If you haven't registered before, you're gonna select on another screen's going to pop up before this, and it's going to say I am a travel card holder. Click that and then click on the thing that's on the bottom. And then it'll bring you to where this is at. You can pick up where you left off. It's in alphabetical order, so go to the bottom because under programs, go to travel card program, travel card 101 mandatory, programs and policies. Click on launch. Wait for it to load. Click on launch course. And then you can click anywhere to continue on that screen. Just click anywhere, doesn't matter. Click continue to main menu. Skip all that other crap on there and go straight to assessment. It's not like you're going to read it anyway. Once you click on assessment, click on yes. Wait, open that up, click on continue. And that will start your test that you'll have to take for your certificate. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up another window. So you can pull this to if you have one screen, just minimize this, make it to half the screen so you can pull up another screen. So what we're going to do is I minimize it. I go over to this paper icon, click on that, go up top. Sometimes my computer acts a little slow. Type in Google. Once Google pops up, you're going to go to the search. You're going to type in Travel Card 101 answers. Go to the first one, Government Travel Card 101 version 2.0 flashcards. Click on it. Get rid of that box. Take this screen, shrink it down to half the size so you can use it, put it on half the screen, and you can have the test on the other half of the screen. Get your other one, find it by hovering over the Internet Explorer, click on that and do the same thing. You're gonna take it, Scoot it over. Make it to the half of the screen so you can see both. Now, first question, which item is a benefit of using travel card? Just scroll down and boom, there you go. Just click the right correct answer, which is this one right here. Go over to your test, click it,